Welcome to a workout. We're gonna start with a bit of a warm-up. Begin with jumping jacks. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, knees to elbow, crossing the body. 10 of those. Here we go. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next, we're doing seal jacks. Like the jumping jacks, feet go out and in. Arms, instead of on the sides over your head, they go out to either side and back. You can clap your hands together for extra seal effect. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs stay put and keep the arms moving in that direction, beginning a dynamic stretching movement in the chest and back. You should feel a stretch in your chest when your arms go back and a stretch in your back when your arms go forward. We'll continue that type of movement now, but with flexion and extension of the shoulders. Palms always face behind you, reaching your arms up and down. Option to add in a leg, I highly recommend it. If it's too much coordination for you, you can stop the arms and do the leg all by itself, feeling a stretch in the back of the leg when you kick forward and in the front of the leg when you kick back. And if you'd like to do the arms and leg at the same time, be my guest. This is not only a great dynamic stretching exercise, but also a good balance exercise for the static leg. Switch legs. Now, it's really important to warm up, and a proper warm-up includes an element of a thermal warm-up, which gets your body temperature risen a little bit, and a bit of dynamic stretching, which prepares your joints to go through a different range of motion that'll be useful for the exercise to come. Same idea, but now the leg crosses in front of your body and out to the side. Arms go in the opposite direction. By warming up, you not only increase your athletic performance and your ability to complete a workout, but you also decrease the risk of injury by increasing blood flow and lubricating the joints, getting them ready for activity. Switch legs. This is a good balance exercise too. Having fun? If you're falling over a bit, that's fine. And done. Discipline equals freedom, and hard work equals success. Today's workout is a boot camp. We're going to do 4 different rounds. Each round has 3 exercises. Each exercise, 10 reps. We're going to do each one twice. Follow along, you'll be fine. If you want an easier variation, you can follow Jess, she'll give you some modifications. If you want a more difficult variation, follow Shauna, she'll give you some harder variations. The first round involves, like all the other rounds, 3 exercises. The first exercise is jump squats or squats. Option to do a regular squat, lowering the hips, and then raising them up again. Imagine you're sitting into a chair and realize it's not there, bail and come back up. Ideally, you'd like to do this so that your knees do not come in towards one another, so keep the knees tracking the toes. And try to keep the chest up, so don't end up rounding your back. That's not helpful either. If you'd like a harder variation, you can do it with a jump, as will be demonstrated by Shauna. Second exercise will be push-ups. You have the option of performing it with your knees on the ground, or you can do it from your toes. Third exercise is going to be reverse snow angels. This is lying down on your stomach and then lifting your arms and legs off the ground and doing a snow angel as you would in the snow, except belly down. It's going to look something like this. First exercise, jump squats. Here we go, 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, drive the hips forward, 7, 8, 9, soft landing, 10 push-ups. Get set and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse snow angels. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Round 2, jump squats. Begin. 1, 2, hips forward. 3, soft landing. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push-ups. Get ready. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse snow angels. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On to round 2. Good job, everyone. Remember, it is difficult at first, but everything is difficult at first. Remember, we're only demonstrating 2 of each round, but feel free to pause the video and do it 3, 4, 5, heck, even 6 times if you'd like. The workout is yours, and I invite you to adapt it to suit your individual needs. Here's round 2. We're going to begin with thrusters, also called squat presses. Option to use weights, option to sit back onto a chair. We're doing a squat and then lifting our weights overhead. Second exercise, posterior flies. Option to do it seated, lifting the weights out to the side, or option, as Sean is demonstrating, to do it without a chair, lifting your weights out to the side. This second exercise focuses on our posterior delts, our rhomboids, and our mid traps. The third exercise will be a plank with leg lifts. Option to do it on a chair, forearms on the chair, for a little bit of an easier plank, or option to do it on the floor. We'll be lifting our legs one after the other for a count of 10. 10 reps of each exercise, 2 times or more should you choose. Let's begin with the thrusters. Get your weights. If you don't have weights at home, you can use cans of soup, books, a school bag, whatever. Ready? Ready. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go to your seat or hinge forward, get into your position for your 10 reps of posterior flies. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plank. Find your plank position. Option to use a chair or bed or on the floor. Ready? And lift one leg and the other. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. It's easier if you smile. 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. And collect your weights, get ready for the thrusters. Second set. Grab your weights, get in position, ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take your seat or hinge forward. Get set for your back flies. And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Set yourself up for your plank. Option for the chair or on the ground. Find your plank and begin. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. And great job. Feel free to pause the video and repeat as many times as you'd like before moving on to round 3. Remember, the only limits that you have are the ones you believe about yourself. Round 3, split squats or jump lunges. You can do this without weights, as Jess will demonstrate. You can do it with weights, as I'll be demonstrating, taking a step forward so your knee goes over your front ankle, wide enough step to lower your back knee and lift it up again. Or you can be doing jumps, as Shauna is demonstrating. Second exercise will be chair dips. You can do this with bent knees, as Jess is demonstrating. You can do this with straight legs, as I'll be demonstrating, or you can do it with 2 chairs, as Shauna is showing. Try to keep your back close to the chair that your hands are on in order to not overload your shoulders. Third exercise, leg raises. You can do this with bent knees, as Jess will be demonstrating. You can do this with straight legs, as I'll be demonstrating. And you can do this with a little hip lift, as Shauna will be demonstrating. First exercise, split squats. Grab your weights and get ready. 3, 2, 1, begin. First side. 2, 3, 4. Lower that back knee and bring it back up. 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll do the second side on the second set. Chair dips. Find your chair. Or 2 chairs if you're really up to it. Weight off your chair from your butt and begin. 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last exercise, leg lifts. Choose your variation, bent legs, straight legs, or lifted hips. Hands under your hips for extra support for the lower back, and begin. 10, 9, 8, navel to spine, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to our first exercise. Second time through, make sure you put the same leg forward. We'll catch the other leg in a subsequent round. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Find your chair dip position. Get your chair, hands on the chair, fingers point forward. Take your bum off the chair. Choose straight legs, bent legs, or legs up on a chair, and 10 reps. Here we go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And leg lifts. Option for bent legs, option for straight legs, option for hips off the ground. Support your lower back by putting your hands under your buttocks and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent work, everybody. Remember, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Round 4 of our boot camp is going to start with the opposite leg, the split squats. Then we have some burpees, followed by some oblique twists. So, quick reminder, take a wide enough stance so you can lower your back leg while keeping your front knee over your front leg. Option to jump, as Shauna will demonstrate, and option to do this without weights, as Jess is demonstrating. Second exercise, burpees. There's a light jump Hands on the ground, feet aim to be wider than your hands. Either step back, as Jess will demonstrate, 1 foot at a time, and then step forward to complete your raised arms. Or option to do a half burpee, which I'll be demonstrating, lifting arms, doing a jump, hands on the ground, jump back, and then jump forward again. Remember, feet wider than hands to force a beautiful squat jump on the way up. And Shauna will be demonstrating a full burpee, which involves a push-up on the way down and back up. The third exercise, you mustn't forget, oblique twists. You'll be sitting down, option to do this with feet on the ground, bring both arms to one side and both arms to the other side. I'll be demonstrating with feet in the air, that's your second option. And third option is to do it with a weight in your hands, as Shauna will be demonstrating, reaching the arms to one side and then the other. Without further ado, let's begin our first exercise. Grab your weights, or without your weights, maybe your cans of soup, your books, your heavy bags, your dog, whatever you got lying around. Opposite leg forward. 3, 2, 1, begin. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toss down your weights or your dog, put them down gently, please. Burpees 10 times. 3, 2, 1, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Finish your rep. Grab your weight if you choose to do it with a weight. Set yourself up for your oblique twist. Option for feet on the ground, option for feet in the air. Begin. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Second round. Remember, this is the same leg as we just did. We already did twice on the first side. Set yourself up, starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burpees, starting. 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oblique twists. Set yourselves up. 2, 1, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done, everybody. Now remember, it doesn't get easier. You just get better. What a great workout. Time for our cool down. First stretch is going to start in a lunging position. Start with 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and then sneak the back leg as far back as you can without moving the front knee. So keep that knee solid and then move the back leg as far back as you can until you start to feel a stretch in the front of that back hip. Same leg that's back, lift that arm overhead, and place that hand behind your shoulder. Encourage the elbow to the center line to get a stretch in the tricep area over here. Hold this for a moment, breathe. Settle into the position, allow your hips to move forward, increasing the stretch in that hip. And now lean away from the back leg side, so towards the front leg side. Over to get a stretch all along the lateral side of your torso, moving into that hip. Take a breath here. and slowly begin to move out of the stretch. Bring your torso back to upright, release your top arm, and switch legs. Opposite leg forward, secure the front leg, and then slip the back leg as far back as you can without moving that front knee. Once you're in position, lift the same side arm as the back leg. Place the hand behind your shoulder and encourage the elbow to the center line. You can push into your head with your elbow and into your elbow with your head to get a bit of a shoulder opener in addition to the tricep stretch. Breathe here. And now move to the lateral flexion, tilting over to the side of the front leg. Exploring the stretch along the torso and increasing the stretch in the hip. Breathe here. Slowly move out of the stretch, bring your torso upright, release your arms, and step back out of the lunge position. Next series begins on your buttocks, so take a seat on your side. And windshield wiper your feet from your knees from side to side. Option to have your hands on the ground to do that. Articulate the hips from side to side. Option to do it without your hands on the ground. Do this a couple more times. Right and left. And settle onto one side. Turn your torso over to that side and fold forward. Hands can be on the ground or elbows, forearms on the ground. We're aiming for a stretch in the hip. Feel free to move your hands a little bit off to the side or a little bit back front or forward to search for the light stretch that you can get here in this lazy, passive glute stretch. You can rock slightly side to side, find a little bit of motion that feels right to you. And come back onto your hands and switch sides. Bring the knees to the opposite side and fold over that front leg. Choose to keep your hands on the ground or your forearms. Walk forward, right or left, explore that area. Find your sticky spot and spend some time in it. Breathe here. And come back to your hands. We'll switch back to our first side. So switch the knees, turn over that front leg, put the hands on the ground, and then keep walking the hands in that direction until you get a bit of a twist in your torso. You can stay here on your arms if you'd like, or from that position, you can keep moving in that direction by threading your arm through to look past that direction. Option to create a pillow for your head with your hand, and breathe here. Whether you still have your hands on the ground or you're lying your shoulder on the ground, find a position you can breathe in. And slowly come out of the position the same way you came in. Walk the hands to the front, switch the knees to the other side, fold over the front leg, and keep walking the hands in that direction until you find your version of the twist. Now you may decide to stay on your hands, or you can keep on looking in that direction and lay a shoulder on the ground. Option to create a pillow with your head, for your head with your hand, and breathe. If you find your breath is constricted, perhaps you need to go to the previous variation where you can really relax. And come out of that position the same way you came in, and make any last stretches you feel you may need to before finishing up your workout today. Thanks a lot for joining us. We hope to see you in another workout soon.